Hello and welcome back to another episode of the OS Academy. In today's episode, we're going to go over the OS Mania mapping and the Mania editor. Unlike Catch the Beat and Tycho, the Mania editor is almost completely changed from what we use as our standard default editor. You can adjust difficulty settings to adjust column counts. There's loads of other things as well. The timing panel will result in speed changes, but I'm sort of new to the Mania editor myself, so let's walk through the basics first. So, we've went over the basics of Catch the Beat and Tycho modes. So by now, we should know how to swap our game mode in the editor. But if you're just joining us today, be sure to check out those videos. We'll put a link down in the bottom. Now once you've gotten in-game, select the song you'd like to map. Once it's selected, you'll be brought to the song setup screen. This should look familiar by now. We will use the Advanced tab again to swap our game mode to Mania mode, but unlike before, this will open up a whole new editor. When making maps for this mode, you might be confused on what to do at first. It took me quite some time before I even knew how to add in new columns, so don't be discouraged. Once you've gotten your map basics, like your timing and everything else set into place, mapping really doesn't change as much as you might think. The timeline, now instead of moving left to right, is moving up and down. When placing notes on the timeline, you need to make sure that they rest on top instead of the center of the measure, like we're used to with hit circles. This will take some time to get used to. Sliders, or hold notes, are still pretty much set up the same way. You'll still need to set a start point and an end point. Notes can be on multiple columns at the same time. Placing them isn't all that hard. When using the circle tool, just pick a different column on the same timeline when placing, and it's easy as that. Slider velocity changes will now affect the scrolling speed, kind of like Tycho mode. But when wanting to use a speed up or slow down, you do have to still add a timing section and adjust the custom slider speed to what you feel fits the song. I might as well also point out that spinners are not used in this mode unless converted from standard map sets, and they act the same as hold notes. Unlike other modes, when you're given every possible option at your disposal, you have to use a difficulty setting in order to map more columns or keys. You can find this option in the same spot where you used to adjust circle size. When adding more keys, remember to properly scale difficulty to the modes. For example, there are map sets with easy 7K maps and hard 7K maps. Just try to make sure when adjusting columns and adding more, saying you're starting off with a 4-key map, make sure that the 7K is generally harder than your 4K map if they're going to be in the same set. If you're making an entire set at 4K, you can adjust the difficulty as you normally would, scaling with each and every difficulty as it is made. Just like any other mode, hit sounding is a must and is required for Mania map sets. The fun thing about Mania is this mode can really shine in terms of sample adjustments. With custom files no longer having a limit, you can use as many hit sound samples as you want in arrangements that vary from mimicking the song to adding a whole new track. Well, that's about it for this episode of the Academy. I hope that we've opened your eyes a little bit on the Mania mode itself. I can't wait to see some of the new maps created. And remember, rhythm is only a click away.
Are you ready?
We'll see you real soon.
3, 2, 1, go!